Hi guys, just imagine you go to a shop, buy a milk packet, and you don't have cash. You just do online everywhere, and suddenly you go to a shop and buy a milk packet, and the shopkeeper owner says that no cash, so no holding, only cash. And okay, you just go that shop to other shop, and they also say no UPI, only cash. And go several shops, there's no UPI at all, only cash. Now, why? What happened? Why they were not accepting the UPI? No, no, not accepting the online payment. This is happened in Karnataka recently now, and it's spreading across the Karnataka also. So, what happened? Why people are not accepting the UPI, only cash? We all know everything. So, hi, in this session, welcome to your YouTube channel, maybe Squad. Before watching my videos, subscribe my channel and watch my older videos for better understanding of my videos. So come by that too. This video is mainly for the tier 3 of shop owners who are having the Bangalore, mostly across the Karnataka also. Now why this is because you people and students also this mainly because you students has basic 9th and 10th students and PhD students who are having parents who having a shop of the idli dosa in street and other momo shop and pani puri shop who are this type of category people who have in these shops and who doesn't know about GST tax and other things basic concepts. So mainly for you guys, people who does not understand also, just ask your children to make sure see this full video and say them to understand also. So when you guys will understand basically I mean because a BCom or a BBA or a undergraduate student will understand what I'm telling, or else they will know better than me also in the education this thing they will degree manner. So just watch this video fully and say to your parents or your knowing people who are doing this work. So we can split this video into two parts. One is GST, another is education of awareness. Now first you come to the GST. The GST part is nothing but who doesn't know GST is goods service and tax. This goods and service and tax, why the taxing upon the goods, upon the services, upon the tax. The goods is nothing but if you buy a biscuit, it's a good. Upon that, it's a tax. So this service, now Infosys, Wipro, having a service base, like a telecom business, like they called and they identify a problem and solve the problem all day itself. So that is service. They also pay tax. Now this tax, what will happen? This tax collection money of it will be helpful the building the nation, like building a roads, infrastructures, education, and hospital for free. So this is what actually tax helps to government, and government gives every tax to people so that people get beneficiary for this thing. Now in Karnataka, what happened is people are not accepting the UPI at all. They're accepting only the cash. Now, like as I said, tax. Tax comes from our like me and you people pay taxes. How, for example, you buying a milk packet which is cost of 25 rupees. In Bangalore, the milk packet is 25 rupees. So you're buying in a shop of 25 rupees a milk packet at the seller, the who just example, Nandini who sells the milk packet, he sells for the shop 15 rupees a milk packet. And the shopkeeper sells 5 rupees extra margin as a profit at 20 rupees and 5 rupees extra for the government. So totally 25 rupees. So government will take the 15 rupees selling the bill packet, nothing bill packet to the shopkeeper, and 5 rupees for the tax and the 5 rupees for the profit margin of the shopkeeper. So this 5 rupees, the center 5 rupees, what I said, as go for taxes for the government. Now government, what happened is now just imagine for another example, if the shopkeeper who sells more than 20 lakhs of profit in a year just selling by milk, he or she has to pay a tax. According to the government rule, he or she who owns the company or business, anything, services, who do more than 20 lakhs annually. So annually is nothing but from financial year, FY, so on financial year. From financial year is nothing but from 1st of April to next year, 31st of March, or whichever year, like for example, the 1st April 2025 to the March 31st of 2026, known as one financial year. So between that financial year, whatever you do the turnover more, like it's 20 or about 20 lakhs, you he or she has to pay the tax to the government. That's the rule basically. So here, what happened in a sense, the GST who having the people like big of companies or the big factory owners will be knowing about GST very well. They has to if GST nothing but you have to GST filing, IT filing you have to do how to based on the product and the quantity, everything. So this appeal task happens only when auditors sit. So auditors create this tax and tax deduction also where we can deduct the tax. So as a momo shop owner, a party pool shop owner, or a guy street vendor, or having small shop near your home also, will be doing about GST or ID filing, how tax filing happens. No, right? That's because they don't have any lack of education. They know to take the product from the wholesaler and just take a profit margin of 2 to 4 rupees and sell the product. That's it they know. They don't know how to file the tax or all. So that becomes appeal tax. So for that thing only, the Karnataka is facing issue. Karnataka is a shop vendor or a many shop vendors getting more than 20 lakhs per for one financial year means they have to pay the taxes for what all it costs. And if they don't pay, they have to pay the penalty of the tax. And second thing, what happens is you may fall under the bars also. So you guys has to know that how to file GST filing or to IT filing. That I will make a separate video for you from basics to the advanced level. But of that advancement I wouldn't work, but you guys will understand that level of advancement I'll go. So second thing is coming out lack of education. Now why lack of education? I said before is the video segmentation of first GST, how GST works, how GST segmentation works, how the profit works. So now next is lack of education. Now if you go like momos and pani puri shop near your home or grocery shop also, um, will be they will knowing about like lack of basic education like us, who knows to there are people who don't know actually read and write also, I seen people my friend of mine who doesn't know to read and write also. The sign also they used to put they have to put sign also basically. So if you go ask them and say them what is IT filing, what is GST filing, they won't be knowing. But they make 20 lakhs. They know how to do a business very well, but they don't know how to write and read and write the things as a GST filing, as IT filing, and before I said. So this makes a lack of education awareness, and this Indian government has to do this. So if you are asking tax from these people, your government has a responsibility to awareness these people and know about these things and how this GST works and how the IT filing also works. As I said, most important, if you are doing a business or service business or good sake business, you have to one thing remember: if your company profit, not in the profit, I'm saying the gross profit or the net profit. I'm saying the sales. So your sales happens over 20 or 20 lakhs above, you have to pay GST. Talking about tax. So if you don't pay, as I said, income tax will find out you. And then now why Karnataka people are opposing you pay only to pay cash. Now you pay Karnataka has said that you pay where you pay has a record of transaction. So if you buy in cash, now I buy 10 rupees and uh, I give you 10 rupees. We know that we are placed order like I mean you and me have know that 10 rupees I given and taken from you. So but the other third person wouldn't be knowing. But in UPI like Paytm, Google Pay or Phone Pay, you, I, and you and me will be knowing about the transaction what we did, and third person the bank will be knowing and bank will be having the record of everything. The bank will have a record, the government will also be having the fourth person will having the record of the bank. So indirectly you will be known like if you do the some shops in Bangalore, not the shops, some there are many shops who do 20 lakh to 30 lakhs per year also, and they don't have GST, but then they don't have lack of awareness also about GST also. That's another reason. But if these people doing 30 lakhs for tax, they have to pay tax. So I said that they're making pani puri bomos just making you know guys know they're making per day 20 to 30 also profit. So they has to pay tax. So this is what government saying. In UPI itself they have so many tax, so much of tax coming inside. Like I mean the amount of money coming inside, they have to pay tax. So indirectly if you buy in a cash you won't need it know government doesn't know. So that's why instead of UPI they're taking directly cash. This is what I'm going to say. And you people, students or who are seeing this, just awareness to the people who doesn't know about this thing in simple words. I have said before for you guys. So if you want to know about detail about GST, what is GST, and what is the tax, and what are the SGST, IGST, inter good state tax, export tax, import tax. If you want to know about everything detailedly, still will comment tax. I will tell about everything. So next video. So thank you guys. Meet in another video. This will be helpful for you guys. And stay share for among your friends and say Karnataka is facing a UPI issue because not the UPI server or anything, because people are not willing to buy. Street vendors are not willing to pay in the UPI. So thank you guys.